What black man calls the police, bro? Who does that?
Hey, listen.
I've done nothing.
Nothing about my race.
I'm shit.
That's what we ain't gonna do.
What are you gonna do about it? I said
tough.
nothing. I'm black too.
You real tough.
I'm Puerto Rican.
You real tough. You ain't black, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans are not black?
No.
You're an idiot. I'm Puerto Rican.
Now you talking about race.
I said what black man snitches on people openly? You don't do that. I've done nothing wrong. Snitch on people who break in the law, not me.
Violent fugitives, they're running up to police officers with their cameras. They are screaming at them. They are cussing at them. They're demanding their name and badge number. And they are physically getting in their investigation. And the problem with that is it's a public safety issue.
Welcome back, guys, and today we have another double feature. Well, sort of. Today's first video comes from the First Amendment Network. Remember the garbage excuse of a human being who was harassing veterans at a VA hospital a few videos ago?
If you don't know our basic rights, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. What is the Third Amendment? And I'll leave.
Sir, can you enforce that no photography?
No.
So apparently he wasn't man enough to do this at his local VA hospital, so he had to fly out of state to make that last video. So while he was on a delay or a layover waiting for his flight home, he decided why not get some frauditing done. And this second video might just be the solution we have all been looking for on stopping these frauditors. Let's go ahead and start both these videos, and as always guys, if you want to help support this channel, you can do so at Buy Me a Coffee. The link's down below in the description box, and please also like, comment, and subscribe for me.
Why you recording stuff?
Oh, I'm just filming you.
No, I need to know why you recording. Stay right there. Don't move.
Don't move?
No, I'm going to call the police on you right.
Am I being detained?
Yes. Yes. I got to call the police on you.
For what crime?
Why you recording? I don't know what you're recording, but you're...
I told you I'm filming you.
What are you filming for?
Just working on a video,
No,
nicely.
You can't record this, man. You can't do it?
Yeah, you can record here.
What? Who
You
said?
can record here.
Who says that? Why would you do the same thing? These people say you can't film, but they fuck.
You have to go to the...
Gotta go through there.
Say that. You know about this man? You know about this man?
Is filming not allowed?
Recording stuff from man. We don't know what it's for.
Just recording the checkpoint? Is that not allowed?
You can't just record checkpoints.
Are you sure? You can't just say things if you're not
You're
sure.
people's personal space. You need to make
I'm not in person. Call whoever you want.
That's fine. You can do what you want to do.
Okay.
Why you recording? This is weird.
I told you. I'm working on.
You call the police because they do it for what?
So you just gotta mind your business. You guys are clear. So clear the space and mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. I didn't walk up to you, bro. How did this guy walks up to a stranger and says mind your business?
I don't know. Same way you're walking up to strangers and sticking a camera in their face?
I'm having a wonderful day. What? In what way? Have I been rude in any way? Okay, so they need to take it easy because I haven't approached nobody. Are you a cop? Good. Well, at least you're smart. I respect nobody with a mustache like that. Man. What black man calls the police, bro? Who does that?
Yeah, this ain't gonna end well.
Hey, listen.
I've done nothing.
Nothing about my race.
I don't give a shit.
That's what we ain't gonna do.
What are you gonna do about it? I said
tough.
nothing. I'm black too.
You real tough.
I'm Puerto Rican.
You real tough. You ain't black, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans are not black?
No.
You're an idiot. I'm Puerto Rican.
Now you talking about race.
I said what black man snitches on people openly? You don't do that. I've done nothing wrong. Snitch on people who break in the law, not me. just working on a video. As soon as I got here, I identified myself to the sheriffs that were over here. I forgot the names. Very nice gentlemen. I go around the country working. I'm literally working, and I'm on a layover. Is there a reason?
You're not working, dude. And I'm surprised you can afford a plane ticket. Seems like a Greyhound bus is more up your alley.
Why your firearm is on, your hand is on your firearm?
No, I'm just standing.
It just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
Just standing here. That's
I mean, if I had a firearm and my hand was on it, you'd worry.
just resting my thumb on
Got it. Okay, so these guys right here are not happy that I'm filming.
it. Okay.
So
Some people.
I'm not interfering with their
I
job.
understand. Sometimes the problem is sometimes people get a little uncomfortable when they're being filmed. Not
Got it.
everybody's used to it, you know, like we are.
Got it. So I did say I did make fun of him a little bit, but
The
nothing.
gentleman that was giving you an issue or something.
Calling the police on me, and he doesn't even know the First Amendment, so he deserves to be criticized. But to the point where I'm not disturbing the peace or interfering with the business here.
Right.
So, you know,
we got to call it a disturbance, as you would understand.
well, you know what I'm doing, right?
No, I understand.
Have you ever heard of First Amendment audits?
I get what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you
Are
so
you
much.
traveling today?
I am.
You traveling with JetBlue?
I'd rather not, but I am. I'm traveling.
Okay. Just so you.
I already have my ticket too,
Just so
by the
you're
way.
aware, not dealing with us. But if there's a little bit of a disturbance and JetBlue gets involved, JetBlue can make a decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't mess around with the airlines.
You know what I'm getting
Yeah,
at, right?
yeah. They can ban me.
Just so you know.
They can ban me. They can ban me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Just
banned.
So you understand that.
Yep.
As far as, is this one of the deputies you spoke to by chance?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing. I was just filming like I was to you guys, and they don't like it, so they called the police.
He said he was just filming, and they got.
He was telling me a soda earlier. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just
They
walking around
just
filming
got
everybody.
upset. You know?
How's it going? Can I have your name and badge number?
Also, Boricua.
Boricua? Colon. Oh, that's my mother's last name. Nice to meet you. Doing good.
Some people get
Me and Soda
uncomfortable.
had a couple of conversations with him. He was fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't
No, it's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I just don't engage nobody. They engaged me. I don't.
But you know what? Just avoid any conversation. If they say please don't.
Well, I'd rather not, but these people need to be educated. And I'm not going to be, having a conversation with them. But the way that I educate them is by doing these videos. And once they get posted and are seen by thousands and thousands of people, it'll make it to their boss. And then they'll be educated by their boss.
Like I told you, some people get uncomfortable.
As long as you do what you were
Doesn't
doing
make it
before
right.
when you just walk by and you're filming from a distance, there's
That's
no issue. Just don't
that's
get
what
in their
that's
face.
what you'll get every single time from me. So, thank you so much.
All right, so
Yeah, we had
Thank
no
you.
issue before.
Thank you. You take care. Hold on.
Take care, bro.
Thank you. Oh, you look like a comeback killing machine, man. How are you today? Nice to meet you. Clark. Keep standing up for the Constitution, guys. Thank you so much.
no problem.
Appreciate it.
I knew it. He's blowing kisses at him. I knew he had a crush on him.
The thing that upsets me is that the gentleman goes right ahead to call the police. Once freedom's taken away, real quick, brother, assume that what we're doing is a crime. So I have the right to criticize these people, you know what I'm saying? Without being disorderly, of course. So he's probably telling on me how I criticize him. That's it.
That guy in the back looks like he wants to take that broomstick across his head.
Don't worry. You guys are, you're a black man. You're a black Puerto Rican man. You're black. I told him, what black man calls the police? Well, no offense to you, though. But come on. You need to find out first before you try to get somebody locked up, bro. If somebody's breaking the law, then by all means, go ahead. So The least I could do, I can't arrest them. I can't give them a ticket. The least I could do is criticize.
Did they do something to you that you started initiating this or no?
I was just filming, but they came up with the flashlight. That, sir, you can't film, but they're filming me. I'm like, what the
No,
heck?
but I'm saying, did they do something that triggered this, the filming, or you just filmed just to film?
I filmed,
Okay.
and that's what triggered them.
Oh, okay.
But he's trying to stain my image with officer whatever.
Sustaining that, bro. You know they can't do that.
Yup. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. How are you today, my friend? Doing good? Thank you for your service. Hey, can I have your name and badge number, please, sir? What is that? I'm sorry?
My name is right here, buddy.
Right here?
Yeah, that's my name.
Hey, just walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. Oh, you got a cup? All right, boss.
Just walk away. Thank you. Colon, you're the fucking man.
Stop instigating
Yo,
people,
Colon,
bro.
you're the man. Oh, I love this. I love you, bro. I love you. Guys, that's why Mr. America does what he does. That's why we go around the whole country standing up for the Constitution. These officers over here stood up for the Constitution. Shout outs to them. God bless America. No es fácil, ¿verdad? Está fuerte esto, está fuerte. Pero ven acá, tú estás poniendo una cartera dentro de una cartera.
No entiendo.
Oh,
My first time ever.
no entra, no entra. That's why Mr. America does what he does. Find us everywhere, everywhere. These officers right here stood up for the Constitution. Broward County Sheriff's police officers, and we'll train them.
What a freak. And unfortunately, the cops were limited in what they could actually do. Which brings us to our next video, a law proposal out of Texas. Apparently, this law is supposed to make life a lot harder for frauditors and sovereign citizens, making them conducting in their business, well, a felony. And if you were only here for the first video, please like, comment, and subscribe. But if you're going to stick around for this one, I'm not going to interrupt during it. Just stick to the end, and I'll give you my honest opinion on it.
Thank you, Chairman Louderback and members for the opportunity to present House Bill 3565. I'll be quick and know that others are waiting. But basically, currently under Section 38.15A of the Penal Code, a person commits the Class B misdemeanor offense of interference with public duties if they disrupt, interrupt, impede, or interfere with the following public servants while they are conducting their official duties: peace officers or police canines, EMS and fire, animal control, and county public health, environmental radiation, or safety officials. For these public servants, every day and every counter on the job is inherently dangerous, as you know, Chairman. Specifically for law enforcement, when an officer is working a traffic stop or accident scene, dealing with an outside party who is screaming or encroaching the officer's physical space can cause unnecessary distractions and escalation. Additionally, the officer may have to call for backup to deal with the outside party, taking precious resources away from other emergency calls. In Tarrant County, some individuals actively seek out opportunities to interfere with law enforcement during service calls, film the encounters, and post them to YouTube, where the footage is monetized. The current criminal penalty for interference with public duties is a Class B misdemeanor, and this bill simply moves to a state jail felony. While the First Amendment protects the right to film law enforcement interactions, the right should not extend to behavior which obstructs a public servant's ability to do their job. Members, I'll be glad to answer any questions. This bill was brought to us by the Tarrant County District Attorney Phil Sorrell's office, and would be glad to answer any questions. Would like an opportunity to close when appropriate. And this bill has been passed by the Senate in the form of Senate Bill 1208 and is in the Criminal Jurisprudence Committee at this time.
You don't touch any of the conduct related to interference.
That's correct.
This is just the
We
penalty.
strike three
Just a
words
straight
and
penalty
swap out
enhancement. Okay.
Class B misdemeanor with state jail felony. That's
Got
it. Yep.
And this Senate bill is identical to that. It doesn't tinker with the underlying offense.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my name is Bill Vassar. I've been a prosecutor at the Tarrant County DA's office for over 22 years. And I want to tell you all what I've been telling the juries the past 2 years when I've been trying these cases. Nobody is saying you can't film the police. Sadly, whether we like it or not, nobody is saying you can't cuss, scream at, or antagonize the police. What we are saying is you just can't interfere with their ability to investigate a case. What we are seeing in Tarrant County are individuals are inserting themselves on traffic stops. They're inserting themselves on domestic violence investigations. They're inserting themselves on warrant service, where police officers are trying to arrest violent fugitives. They're running up to police officers with their cameras. They are screaming at them. They are cussing at them. They're demanding their name and badge number. And they are physically getting in their investigation. And the problem with that is it's a public safety issue, because I'm amazed in the 20 or 30 cases that I've dealt with in Tarrant County that nobody's gotten hurt. So why do we need to make this a felony? Because we are just having the same group of people are getting arrested over and over again. A couple days in the Tarrant County jail is worth it for them to post it on YouTube and make money off of it. So we're very in support of this bill. I would just ask that you consider this, because I think we really need to give our men and women in blue just a little breathing room when they're conducting investigations, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
So, Mr. Vassar, I had similar concern to Representative Moody. I think you could probably tailor this to peace officers in A1 and be better off. Certainly, I agree with you. It can endanger officers. One of the concerns that I have is the breadth of the statute as it relates to interrupting, disrupting, impeding, or otherwise interfering with. And it seems to me that captures a broad range of conduct, right? How are peace officers trained on what constitutes a violation of this provision? Because it's pretty easy to imagine an interruption of a peace officer.
Sure.
And it certainly different from an assault or a true interference preventing a police officer from handcuffing somebody or something along those lines. So can you just explain that to me?
Sure. And I can explain what Fort Worth PD is training their officers to do.
Okay.
Fort Worth PD is telling their officers, find a line of demarcation, meaning that chair right there. Sir, you're welcome to film over there, but you've got to stay by that chair. Okay? So that's what we are training them to do. The problem is, these individuals are not doing that, right? These officers are having to say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you've got to stand over there. They give individuals multiple times, and then they finally say, look, if you do it one more time, we're going to arrest you. So these officers are trained to really, tell them to stay over there, be calm with them. They're welcome to film, but they've got to get out of their investigation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Representative Little, as well. Thank you for your testimony, and I guess I just have questions about the line of demarcation.
Sure.
And, what is the number, or is there a space that you think is significant?
So there's no bright line rule, and I think Florida right now is trying to pass maybe a 10 or 15 yard barrier, but in Texas we don't have a bright line rule. So what Fort Worth PD is trying to say, pick a tree, pick a line in the concrete or a car, something roughly 10 yards for them to stay behind and film. And what's really amazing to me is that it's pretty impressive that when our officers are getting screamed at, that they are able to remain calm, say, look, sir, you're welcome to film over there. You just got to stand over there.
Thank you, and I appreciate that because I guess I'm thinking about the de-escalation in that point in time when that person comes up and sees something that they think is out of line or whatnot. And, I think about my own family that's in law enforcement and that it could create a public safety issue. But I also have concerns because I feel like if they're filming and if no one catches it, then when something is out of line and it would not be reported, it would go unreported.
Absolutely. And again, in what I've been telling juries the past 2 years, Nobody's saying you can't film. That is 2025. We have that right. Everybody has cell phones. It's just if an officer is conducting a traffic stop, right, and I'm the officer and I'm talking to somebody in a car, you can't be right here with a phone in my face screaming at me, right? And because what happens, obviously, is the officer turns to address that individual. Now they're not worrying about their investigation.
Right. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you so much.
ADA Vassar, let me see if I can touch on exactly what's going on here. In open air investigations or open air inquisitions, wherever we're being called for service, if you direct someone to go behind that chair in an open air, they simply move the chair.
Right.
So it usually results very, very decidedly into a call for additional units. And we actually are running into situations where investigations can't continue until other units get there, hold a crowd back, or a developing crowd situation. So these things are ever growing, especially in open air areas. So where crowds have congregated or begin to congregate. So this is. Would you agree with that? This is what we're seeing over and over again.
Absolutely, and it's also a resource situation because a recent case that I tried, it was merely a DWI investigation, and we had 2 people showing up filming. Well, now because it's one officer with a DWI investigation, we have to have backup, right? Oftentimes these interference cases, they turn into resisting cases. That is additional officers. In addition, these people, as part of their play with the police, then they're demanding a supervisor. So then that means a sergeant or a lieutenant now has to come out to the scene to deal with that person. So it's, in lack of a better terms, it's really taking officers off the street.
Have you seen an increase in this and like over what time period? I guess because as you said, ADA, that we're looking at now people have cell phones. And
right.
So
I would say for and I'm just going to speak to Tarrant County and Fort Worth. I would say the past 2 years, this is really becoming a problem. And they kind of work in a network because they all have YouTube channels. So they'll be in Fort Worth one weekend, they'll be in Houston the next, then they'll be in Austin because, they're monetizing this.
thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you all very much.
Well, look, I think it's great. I think it's great that, there's a state in this country that's starting this process. But it's not going to be enough. I'm sorry, it's not going to be enough. Most of these frauditors are already felons. And the ones that aren't are already willing to risk whatever the consequences are now. Now, do I think they shouldn't pass this law? No, not at all. It's a start. I think it's great. Do it. I think it's great that this conversation is starting somewhere in this country, and other states should probably adopt this law. Now, what do I think is going to be a big enough punishment for these losers? I don't know. I'm not an elected official. That's up to them to decide. But what I do know is what I read in the comments from you guys. My channel is only a month old, and I'm already monetized. That's because people are watching, because people care about this topic, and people are worried about it. These frauditors are influencing a bunch of simple-minded people on YouTube who think they actually care about the First Amendment. They don't. Frauditor Troll created the word frauditor for a reason. That's what they are. They're frauds. Nothing more, nothing less, but a bunch of frauds abusing our First Amendment. You guys tell me what you think of this law proposal, and tell me what you think is a big enough punishment for these fools. If you want to support the channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link down below in the description box. And as always, guys, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.